Yo yo yo, what's up my friends? It's Siri here, the blogger who is always in the middle of some crazy stuff. In my last vlog I shared all about my big move to Denmark, my first days at dance school and my housing drama. In this vlog we are diving into week 2 at the dance school, filming a music video, the daily grind of student dancers, how the dance training actually goes down, and where I ended up after another student moved into my spot. Today is our third day of training, and tomorrow we will have our first shoot for a professional dance video that we've been preparing for the past 3 days. We kicked off the day with an intense tabata session, followed by a freestyle session where we practiced improvising to different tempos, dancing in pairs, and using different tools, techniques, and speeds. After that, we learned some choreography. During the lunch break, I saw the cutest thing. She was rocking them in a basket like they were little babies. That's totally going to be me when I get my own dog. Oh, by the way, what breed would you guys recommend? I like so many and I can't decide. Oh well, right, I need to find a place to live first. After our sessions, we all headed to the beach, where we did yoga on the pier, some people went swimming, and then we wrote down our plans and goals for what we want to do together throughout the school year, learning choreography, stretching, and so on. We are wrapping up our first week of training with a studio shoot. The theme was black and white, and everyone got to create their own look and get creative with it. Everyone was so different and cool in their own way. I went for a look inspired by a high school girl from an American TV show, with my hair in a messy bun with strands sticking out. I called it my connection to the universe. Each of us danced different parts, so we had time to chill between takes and film the others. This friend was also with us during the shoot. We all got black sunglasses as part of the look, and we looked super epic. Tired but happy, we headed out to explore the city center. We decided to grab a Greek gyros for a snack, and our friend from Georgia, Eva, took us to this spot. Oh my gosh, it was so tasty, but so heavy with fries inside. The gyros alone cost me 14 euros, without any drinks. I have no idea how I'll get used to these prices. On our day off on Saturday, we went to some street hip-hop battles, and I got chills from the atmosphere and how insanely swaggy these dancers were. Like, oh my god, they have such a feel for the music. At these battles, the audience acts as the judges, each holding a fan with a red side and a green side. After the dancers finish, the audience votes by showing the side that matches the dancer they liked more. After such an epic boost of energy, we headed to a cozy outdoor bar, where we each got a drink. We played games to get to know each other better, set goals for the year, made promises to follow through, and just enjoyed the music and the chill vibe. When the day of my move came, I was told to go to another student house to take the spot of a girl who also hadn't arrived yet. She was supposed to arrive in 3 weeks, which meant I had 3 weeks to figure out something more permanent for housing. But then I was told that the process of getting accommodations through the government could take several months, which completely shocked me. On the day I was supposed to move, I reached out to the girls living there, and they told me that there wasn't really any space. They only had a small couch. Plus, there were already 2 extra girls staying there because their house wasn't ready yet, and they're staying in the spot of 2 girls who still haven't arrived yet. So it was crowded. These 2 girls were supposed to move to their own house the next day, which meant I needed to figure out something just for one night because they felt it wasn't fair for me to sleep on the couch. So I ended up having to stay in the same house I'm in now, sleeping on a couch. Either way, I was going to be on the couch. Strange situation, but whatever. At least it happened on a weekend, so I didn't have to rush off to training in the morning. With my suitcases packed, I stayed on that couch. I felt super uncomfortable, like there was no place for me and like something was just wrong with me. Why can't things just be calm and good? When I arrived at that new house the next day, I was really pleasantly surprised. First of all, this residential area is on the roof of a shopping mall. Just imagine how cool that is. I've never seen anything like that before. Am I Carlson on the roof or what? There is a supermarket right below, plus tons of shops and even a gym. The house itself was also a big surprise. It's a 3-story modern and stylish place with so much space and a beautiful interior. There is even a separate lounge with a big couch, where I could actually stay, by the way, for one night, besides the private rooms. This house is designed for 5 students, with 2 of them sharing a room. I got a tiny little corner by the entrance, but it's so cozy. Honestly, I was just in love with it. I already felt so comfortable there, and I knew it would be hard to leave. And finally, I could go to the supermarket and buy some proper food. Before, in the other place, I knew I'd be moving in a few days, so I couldn't buy anything bulky like a pack of pasta or salt. I had to buy food for just 1 meal at a time. I also couldn't do laundry because I couldn't buy a big box of detergent. I knew I wouldn't be able to carry all of that later, especially since my suitcase is barely closed when I was traveling here. Told you best luck. Second week. On Monday, I missed the first half of school because I had to go to the Danish Immigration Center to apply for a housing permit in Denmark, get my photo taken and do fingerprinting. The round trip cost me 30 euros, and they told me to expect confirmation in up to 35 days. So, this is just a permit to live here, not even the protection status that I need to apply for, which I mentioned in my previous video. Yeah, it did make me feel a bit panicked, but all I can do is wait. Our second week started off in a totally different style with Tommy J. You can see that the choreography was super smooth and sexy. It's all very smooth, yet precise, clean and stylish. I noticed I had some issues with balance, so I realized I need to work more on my core. My daily routine now includes a lot of supplements, vitamins and pills. After all the intense stress in my life due to the full-scale invasion, my family, working on the ship and moving, plus the physical demands here, it's really necessary for my health. After 2 days with Tommy J, we were joined by the amazing Sab McCarthy, and her style was really challenging for me. I was struggling a lot. I even practiced her choreography outside near our house at night, despite being super tired. Like, the exhaustion was on another level, but I knew what I signed up for. I'm here to learn and work hard. And you know what we did on the last day of the week? Guys, we had boxing. So that if anyone dares to say I dance badly, I can punch them in the eye. It was definitely interesting to try. I've never done it before. They even told us that previous years of training didn't have this, so it's something new. My arms and chest were sore the next day. We wrapped up this Friday with some house dance. House in the house! And guys, starting next week, the real fun begins. If you think everything looks so cool and fun, don't get too comfortable with that idea. Watch my next vlog, where I'll start to slowly reveal what actually went down with all of us, and why I called my first vlog Homeless.